right, good evening everybody. We are here at the coast and I've got River King Greg.
I have recovered and returned.
So now we got, it's about 7:45, it's in the evening. We're gonna have a nice windy sunset paddle. Wind's probably blowing 25 miles an hour. In unprotected areas, there's an island over here. We're gonna try to get our way to it and see if we can find a place to camp for the night. So, here we go.
Not all adventures are big ones. There was a few reasons I wanted to make this trip. I wanted to do a scouting run on some islands in the Intercoastal Waterway.
It does, doesn't it?
Where in the future I would take my children. We also had a plan to surprise Chris with a unique wedding gift. But a family emergency prevented him from joining us. But most of all, this trip was really just about hanging out with a good friend. Just a few weeks prior, we were on a big adventure. We traversed the entire length of Wilson Creek by foot and then pack raft. However, less than an hour into the ascent of Callaway Peak, Greg had to bow out because his body wouldn't cooperate. This was a first for Greg, and he took it pretty hard. Probably more than any of us, Greg really wanted to make that trip.
What's up?
And for the last few years, Greg has come down for a day or two to join my family and I during our beach vacation. I suggested we go out and camp on the island, and he gobbled it up. And I've paddled a lot of sunsets, but this one was pretty spectacular. And one thing I've learned is that life only has so many perfect sunsets, and life only gives you so many good friends. Be sure you enjoy both of them. The River Kings are lucky to have Greg, and I consider myself fortunate to know him.
We'll just drift it.
And as it turned out, this little adventure was just what the doctor ordered.
But it looks like you might be right, like if you just get off the beach.
Right, once you get in there, it looks like it may open up a smidge.
You want to try it?
Yeah. Spot like right here's a big beach.
Yeah. Don't destroy your boat on oyster shells.
Important safety to it. And one I probably would have done. Like, oh, by the way, Pete, I got a hole in the boat now. Just see what we're looking at anyway.
Alright guys, so Greg and I have found a pretty good little spot. We can get our boats into the woods there, and it's pretty open. Kind of a last minute deal here. We're just trying to have a little adventure on vacation. It's gonna be pretty fun. What do you say, Greg?
Looking good. Glad we found a spot before it got really dark.
Wind is whipping, boy. So we're just gonna walk up the beach here, dive in these trees, and then I think we're home for the night. I might have preferred a little less wind, but we shouldn't have any bug problems. Shouldn't. Hopefully. All right. Golden. Woo! Point of note, guys, it's been my personal experience and also now Greg's personal experience. The breakfast hash is a no-go. Yeah. Stick with the breakfast skillet.
Mountain House, we'd like to let it be known you can pull this from the product line immediately.
Yeah, I mean, we probably just killed some crabs throwing it out.
They'll see this video and send me a queso.
Yeah, that's in your case. We would rather eat an omelet MRE than a breakfast hash.
Let's not get crazy now.
No, we're kidding. It's not quite that bad.
It's not that bad.
All right, so this was the location of our camp. Greg and I were looking at the coast, and it looked really bushy. Really bushy, but
for thick, yes.
Greg made the comment, and I agreed that if we got back in there a little bit, it might open up. Just looking at the size of trees we had, this is about as big a trees you'll get down here at the coast. But we came in off the bank about 30 yards, and they did a couple things for us. It allowed us to get out of the wind that was hammering pretty hard last night. It also allows you to stealth camp. You don't want to be just visible from the bank, so get back in here just a touch, maybe hide behind a fallen cedar tree, kind of get in the brush a little bit. No fires, no lights, and that boat was just basically right on the bank with all his lights.
I could hear him talking really plain.
We heard his whole conversation, but they never knew we were here, and that's kind of the point of stealth camping a little bit. You gotta kind of get back in here, get your boats off the bank. Our boats come up in here with us. If our boats were down there on the bank, they'd have been possibly tampered with, or they would at least know we were here. So beautiful campsite. I guess you can see the sunrise coming through the trees. So the plan now, because Greg and I are feeling a little bit froggy, we're going to get all our stuff back in the boat, drag it to the water, and we're going to circumnavigate our little island here.
No, to the north side where the Starbucks is.
Yes, we're just feeling a Starbucks on the north side of the island. Just feels right.
If I was an entrepreneur, I I would have a Starbucks
Yes.
over there.
I think we'll make good
time.
time.
If it could just be a little more humid.
A little more humid?
Just a little. I mean,
I'll see what I can do.
You can bring up.
The humidity's only at about 90,000%.
90.
But it's gonna be warm, but it's gonna be a good day.
It's always a good day.
Yep. Onward. Oh yeah. Yeah. Is it quadruple? So Greg and I have done the portion of the trip that was going to be fun, and that is drifting with the wind and maybe current. We're not sure. It might just be all wind. But as we come onto the ocean side of this island, still in the intercoastal waterway or sound area here, the wind is whipping, boy. All right, so Greg and I are finishing up here. How was it, Greg?
Good evening, good evening. Once the sun got down, it got dark.
Yeah,
it got really dark.
So we're with world famous kayaking guide Bailey, and she is working with Paddle NC over here on Topsail Island. And which location is this?
Topsail.
Just Topsail. Okay, so this is the Topsail Paddle NC location. Today's gear cache: 3 River King stickers. I'm gonna drop them here with Bailey. Either Bailey or one of the other cats will be working here. Just ask for the stickers and they're yours. So anything you want to say? She really doesn't want to be on the camera. They're just stickers.
Thanks.
But we appreciate it. They're good folks down here, and they'll take care of you. They got kayak rentals. You can see the boats down there by the water. And what are your rates?
On board,
2 hours for 30, tandems 40. I'll get a close up here.
The sunset time.
There, you can probably just pause it and get all the information. But come check out Paddle NC, get your stickers, say hey to Bailey, whoever else is working, and I think you'll have a good time.
And it's time for
the world's best cup of coffee.
Greatest cup of coffee.
We'll see you. Appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm coming back from the beach, and I'm getting off on exit 325 here in Benson. And there's a Marathon gas station up here, and I'm going to be meeting Chris, River King Chris, to deliver his boat to him. He was going to meet us at the beach, meet Greg and I, and come on that little camp out. But he had some family emergency. He was unable to come. But he's actually heading back from Raleigh, and I'm heading through Raleigh. So this is a perfect little meeting spot. He still thinks he's trading me a Tsunami for their Yukon. But what we have done is the River Kings are giving Chris this pre-owned Yukon as a wedding gift because he's about to get married. He does not know that yet. It's going to be a surprise. So here we are at the marathon. This will be fun.
All right, good time, buddy.
What up? Good to see you.
You too, man. How's the beach?
How did it feel? Hey, you got a nice snazzy haircut.
Hell yeah.
Beach was good. Could have been better. We missed you.
I know.
But
I know.
things happen.
Yeah. Heard
So-
it was good bug food for you.
It wasn't too bad.
Bug for you.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
Could have been a lot
You
worse.
look nice and tan, man.
Yeah, man, I got some sun.
Sheesh.
You ready to get this boat?
Yes. Yes.
Before we take the boat off, there is a little order of business. That's why I have the camera pointing in your face.
I see. What is this?
This Yukon is not to be traded for a Tsunami.
It's not to be traded for a Tsunami.
No, that was all a big ruse. The guys and I, Greg had this beautiful idea, and we made it happen. This is your wedding gift from the River Kings.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
no.
man. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's why. Don't bring the Tsunami. There's no space. You know, I just.
That's good. That's good, man.
But this hug for the guys. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, guys. That's
yeah, we just want
that's
all the
awesome.
guys want to make sure you knew we love you and enjoy
that's
this thing.
so cool, man.
And we were trying to.
I'm excited.
I knew you wanted it, and Greg's like, let's do it for a wedding gift. I was like, that's a good idea. And so I called the guys around. Everyone's like, yeah, we'll pitch in and
Oh man,
make it happen
that's
for him.
awesome.
So
That
here
is
you are.
awesome.
Let's take a look.
God,
It's a beautiful little blue boat, and Chris likes blue.
that is super cool, man.
Yeah, man. All right, so so we've got past the initial surprise. We he's pumped. We got the boat on the ground. We're kind of just looking it over, showing him what we did to it and everything. So what do you think, man?
It's great.
I mean, it's a Yukon, and so what's also cool is I have another tsunami boat, so now me and the missus can get out on the water.
Yeah, he thought he was
That's what's
trading
cool.
the tsunami, but I said it wouldn't be right if his new wife didn't have a boat. So
Yeah,
now he's set.
this is cool.
Well, from the River
Thanks,
Kings, man,
guys.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that's awesome. Great gift. That's really get you here.
He may have shed a tear for that hamburger on the pack rafting tip, but I think he almost shed a tear for the Yukon.
Yeah, man, it gets you right here.
Awesome, man. Well,
It's really good, guys.
whew, we'll see you next time, guys.